Friends, today's story comes from Uttar Pradesh's Unnao district. In a small village under the jurisdiction of the Ajgeen police station, a heart-wrenching incident occurred on the morning of June 5, 2024. As usual, the women of the village went to the well to fetch water. One of them peered into the well and let out a loud scream in fear. Hearing her cries, other women rushed to her side. When they too looked into the well, they were shocked to find a young man's corpse floating on the water. Terrified, the women screamed and fled the scene. Hearing their cries, other villagers gathered near the well, located by the temple. Soon, the news spread across the village, and people rushed to the well. Within no time, hundreds of people gathered at the site. Someone informed the police that a dead body was floating in the well. Upon receiving the information, SHO Avnish Kumar Sinha from Ajgeen police station, along with his team, headed to the site after notifying his superiors. When HO Avnish Kumar Sinha reached the site, he dispersed the crowd and looked into the well. Indeed, a young man's body was floating on the water. Bloodstains were found near the well, and a motorcycle was parked nearby. Based on the motorcycle's registration number, the police gathered information from the RTO office. The registration revealed the motorcycle belonged to Muhammad Nadeem, a resident of Alhamd Residency, Iftikharabad, under Anwar Ganj Police Station, Kanpur. However, it was unclear if the body in the well was Muhammad Nadeem's or someone else's. The police retrieved the body from the well and called Muhammad Nadeem's family for identification. When Nadeem's mother, Arfa Begum, arrived and saw the body, she broke down, wailing uncontrollably. She confirmed that the corpse was her only son, Muhammad Nadeem. She told the police that her husband had recently passed away, and now her only support, her son, was also taken away from her. SHO Avnish Sinha inspected the body and estimated the age to be between 25 and 30 years. The murder appeared to have been carried out with a knife, as deep wounds were visible on the neck. The victim's phone and wallet were missing, leading the police to suspect they either fell into the well or were taken by the murderer. Soon, additional SP Premchand and CO Santosh Kumar Singh arrived at the scene and called in a forensic team for further investigation. The forensic team collected evidence, while the officers carefully inspected the site. Additional SP Premchand spoke to the grieving mother, Arfa Begum, and her brother Tahir. Arfa explained that her son had left home at 2 p.m. to go to his shop on his motorcycle. When he didn't return by 10 p.m., she tried calling him, but his phone was switched off. The next day, she received the tragic news of his death. During the investigation, it was revealed that Nadeem was a ready-made garment businessman and owned a shop in Anwar Ganj. He was known to be calm and had no known disputes or enmities. After initial questioning, the police sent Nadeem's body for post-mortem and registered a case against unknown assailants based on a complaint by his uncle, Tahir. Under instructions from additional SP Premchand, SHO Avnish Sinha began a thorough investigation into this blind murder case. He re-examined the crime scene and studied the post-mortem report. Detailed questioning of the victim's mother and uncle was conducted, and their statements were recorded. Since the body was found near Darbari Kara village, SHO Avnish questioned individuals with criminal backgrounds from nearby villages. However, no solid leads were uncovered, and informants also failed to provide useful information. Over a month passed without any breakthroughs. Pressure mounted on the police to solve the case, and Nadeem's grieving mother and uncle repeatedly visited the police station, seeking answers. One day, while SHO Avnish Kumar was discussing the case with his team, a young woman entered his office. She appeared to be from the Muslim community. After signaling his colleagues to leave, he asked the woman to sit and explain her situation. The woman, introducing herself as Zinat Fatima, claimed to be Nadeem's wife. She stated she had come in hiding and revealed a shocking truth. "Sir, my mother-in-law, Arfa Begum, knows the secret behind my husband's murder. I strongly suspect she orchestrated the killing," she alleged. SHO Avnish, surprised, said, "It's hard to believe that a mother could plan her own son's murder. Why do you think so? What evidence do you have?" Zinat replied, "First, Arfa Begum wanted to sell our house and shop, but my husband was strongly against it. This led to frequent arguments. Second, she had an illicit relationship with a relative from Ajmer and wanted to live with him after selling the property. My husband opposed this relationship. I am certain she killed my husband because of his opposition. Shaisho Avnish Kumar was perplexed and wondered if a mother could be so ruthless as to kill her own son for personal desires. He resolved to investigate further. Avnish shared these revelations with additional SP Premchand, who ordered a deeper probe. A special investigation team led by CO Santosh Kumar Singh was formed. The team monitored Arfa Begum and reviewed call records of both her and the deceased. Arfa's call records didn't reveal any suspicious contacts, and on the day of the incident, she only called Nadeem at 10 p.m. Similarly, Zenit's call records didn't provide any significant clues. However, Nadeem's call records revealed a suspicious number he had contacted on June 4, 2024. The number was registered to Salim Siddiqui, a resident of Longia Mahalla, Gali number 15, Ajmer. When police searched for Salim in Ajmer, they learned he had gone to Uttar Pradesh. A surveillance net was set up, and on July 19, 2024, SHO Avnish Kumar received a tip-off that Salim was at Unnao railway station. The police arrested Salim at the station. Initially, Salim denied involvement, but under intense questioning, he confessed. Salim revealed he had killed Nadeem for money. He was hired by Arfa Begum and her lover, Hassam Ali, who paid him 2.5 lakhs to murder Nadeem. Salim had already received an advance payment and was promised the remaining amount after the crime. He also led the police to the knife used in the murder, hidden near Man's Tiraha. Following Salim's arrest, the police apprehended Arfa Begum and Hassam Ali in a dramatic turn of events. When confronted, the pair were left speechless. This chilling case highlighted the lengths to which greed and illicit desires can drive people. The truth finally dawned upon them, and they realized that there was no benefit in lying any further. Eventually, they calmly confessed to the truth about Nadeem's murder. Inspector Avnish Kumar Singh informed his senior officers about solving the case and apprehending the culprits. Subsequently, additional SP Premchand held a press conference at the police auditorium, revealing the details of Nadeem's murder. The police arrested Salim, Hassam Ali, and Arfa Begum under Sections 302, murder, 201, destruction of evidence, and 120B, criminal conspiracy, of the Indian Penal Code. The truth they revealed about the incident was shocking and chilling, something that would leave anyone stunned. Let us delve deeper into the story and understand the reasons behind a ruthless mother orchestrating the murder of her only son. This incident took place in the Iftikharabad area of Kanpur's Anwarganj police station jurisdiction. The locality, predominantly inhabited by Muslims, comprises mostly traders dealing in textiles, wood, leather, and meat. Among them was Mohammed Nadeem, who lived with his family in Alhamd Residency, a building in the densely populated neighborhood. Nadeem's family included his wife, Arfa Begum, their daughter Alia, and their only son, Mohammed Nadeem. Nadeem ran a ready-made garment business, operating a shop in Anwarganj. The elder daughter, Alia, had already been married, leaving Nadeem as the family's center of affection. Nadeem, though intelligent from a young age, was also stubborn and headstrong, often causing concern for his mother, Arfa. She frequently blamed her husband for spoiling their son. Nadeem showed little interest in academics, preferring games like Gilli Danda instead, much to Naeem's worry. Somehow, Nadeem managed to complete his education up to the 10th grade, but lost interest in studying thereafter. Fearing bad company, Nadeem decided to involve Nadeem in his garment business. Gradually, Nadeem learned the trade and began managing the shop. In July 2020, as Nadeem matured, Nadeem arranged his marriage to Zinat Fatima, the daughter of Muhammad Qasim, a garment shop owner in the Bakarganj market of Babupurwa. After the wedding, the family returned to their routine, with Arfa Begum leading a contented life. She had all the comforts, and above all, a loving husband like Nadeem. Their lives were progressing happily. However, tragedy struck a year later, when Nadeem fell seriously ill. Despite Nadeem's best efforts to provide medical treatment, Nadeem's health deteriorated, and he eventually passed away. His death devastated Arfa Begum, who cried inconsolably. With the help of her brother Tahir and her son Nadeem, she managed to regain some semblance of normalcy over time. Meanwhile, Nadeem shouldered the responsibilities of the family and the business, supported by his wife, Zinat Fatima. As time healed their grief, Arfa Begum tried to move on, but loneliness began to take a toll on her. During this period, Hassam Ali, an old friend and relative of Naeem, started visiting their home more frequently. Hassam, whose wife had already passed away, expressed his condolences to Arfa Begum and began providing her emotional support. Gradually, their relationship grew closer. One night, while Nadeem and Zinat were asleep, Hassam Ali came to Arfa Begum's room. Unable to control their emotions, they sought solace in each other's company. This secret relationship deepened over time, bringing a sense of newfound happiness to Arfa's life. Hassam Ali, too, became more serious about her, often staying in hotels and inviting Arfa there. Zinat Fatima, however, began noticing changes in her mother-in-law's behavior. Arfa started dressing up more frequently and appeared unusually cheerful whenever Hassam was around. One night, as Zinat got up to use the bathroom, she overheard strange noises from Arfa's room. Though she did not enter, she realized that Arfa was involved in an illicit relationship with Hassam Ali. The next morning during breakfast, Zinat confided in her husband, Nadeem, about her suspicions. She revealed that his mother had an illegal affair with Hassam Ali. Upon hearing this, Nadeem flew into a rage and rebuked Zinat, accusing her of tarnishing his mother's honor and questioning her integrity. "Respect my feelings. I won't tolerate such things about my mother. It's better if you admit your mistake and refrain from saying such things again," Nadeem said firmly. Instead of trusting his wife, Nadeem scolded her. Zinat couldn't bear this insult and left for her parents' home in anger. A few days later, Nadeem pacified her and brought her back home. After that, Zinat chose to remain silent on the matter. Meanwhile, Arfa Begum, blinded by her love for Hassam Ali, decided to sell her property and live with him forever. When she shared this plan with Hassam, he readily agreed and promised to take her to Ajmer. He wanted Arfa to always stay with him. When Arfa Begum told her son Nadeem about her plan to sell the property, he became furious. "I won't let you sell my father's property, nor will I move to another city. Mother, don't fall into anyone's trap, or the consequences could be dire," he warned. This led to frequent arguments between the mother and son. Every time the topic of selling the property came up, the fights intensified. On several occasions, the arguments escalated so much that Nadeem, in anger, would leave home and spend the night at his shop. Realizing that Nadeem would not only oppose the property sale, but also obstruct her relationship with Hassam Ali, Arfa Begum made a terrifying decision with Hassam to eliminate her own son. When Arfa discussed this with Hassam, he agreed to execute the plan. "Get the money ready. We'll hire a hitman to kill Nadeem, and no one will ever find out," Hassam said. Hassam knew a contract killer, Mohammed Salim, who lived in Longgia, a neighborhood in Naval Nagar, Ajmer. Hassam contacted Salim and arranged Nadeem's murder for 2.5 lakh. He informed Arfa about the deal, and she handed over an advance payment, promising the rest after the job was done. On June 3, 2024, Salim arrived in Kanpur and checked into a modest hotel in the parade area. Hassam informed Arfa about Salim's arrival and shared his phone number. The next afternoon, on June 4th, Arfa told Nadeem, "A relative of ours is visiting the city and staying in the parade area. Can you show him around?" At first, Nadeem refused, but later he agreed. Since his wife, Zinat Fatima, was at her parents' home, he felt unencumbered. Before leaving, Nadeem took the relative's phone number from his mother. Unbeknownst to him, this so-called relative was his would-be killer, Salim. Upon reaching the parade area, Nadeem called Salim, who met him there. After a brief conversation, Salim said, "I need to visit Deva Sharif for some work. Don't worry about fuel, I'll pay for it." They traveled together on Nadeem's bike, passing through Lucknow and reaching Deva Sharif by evening. After sightseeing, they began their return journey to Kanpur. By the time they reached Lucknow again, it was 10 p.m. They stopped for dinner before continuing toward Kanpur. During this time, they bonded to some extent. Around 11 p.m., as they reached Darbari Kheda village in Unnao district's Ajgain police jurisdiction, Salim asked to stop the bike near an abandoned temple under the pretense of needing to use the restroom. While Nadeem sat on the bike scrolling through his phone, Salim seized the opportunity. He took out a knife and struck Nadeem twice on the head. As Nadeem fell to the ground, injured, Salim attacked his neck and throat, killing him. Salim then threw Nadeem's body into a nearby well, left the bike at the spot, and fled the scene. Before escaping, he discarded the knife near the Mon factory crossing. The next morning, some village women spotted a body floating in the well and immediately informed the Ajgain police station. On July 21, 2024, police arrested Arfa Begum, Muhammad Salim, and Hassam Ali, presenting them in Unnao court. The trio was sent to district jail. This tragic story is shared not to hurt anyone, but to raise awareness and caution. What are your thoughts on this incident? Please share in the comments. If you appreciated our efforts, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon for updates.